Morning all. Hope everyone is doing well. This morning I'm going to go through the lesson for 6.2. Again, my notes is not exactly what you guys have. It's the version that we would have been doing in class. If you have questions when it comes to this, please make sure you send me a message afterwards. So 6.2 is solving equations by using balanced strategies. So the new thing that we are going to have now is we're going to have variables on both sides of the equal. So it's going to look similar to this. So if Tracy has the equation 4a plus 6 equals 7a, we could show what it looks like, and you guys can clearly see it. Now, in order to solve things with balances, when we add or remove things, we have to do the same thing to one side as we do to the other. So if I wanted to solve this, I would have to get rid of an a on this side, and an a on this side, an a on this side, and an a on this side. So for each that I remove on one side, I have to do the same thing for the other. This leaves me with 6 is equal to 3a. Now anytime we have this, we have to just get the variable by itself. And to do that, the opposite of multiplying would be dividing. So I would split both sides into 3 groups, and that would leave me with 2 per group. And kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I might have to go to my whiteboard again. So I'm going to talk a little bit loud. You might have to turn up the volume if I'm a little bit echoey. I am sorry, but I'm going to go to the board to do this to make it a little bit easier for us all. All right, so solving an equation with variables on both sides. So in order to solve 6x plus 2 equals 10 plus 4x, there's 2 different methods that you guys can use to solve it, and that is either pictorially or algebraically. So we're going to go through both versions for you guys. So pictorially, okay, same thing that we had just did on the page before. You need to balance out your scales, and you need to make it so you do not have variables on both sides anymore. So in order to do that, if I cross out an x on this side, I have to cross out the same distance on the other side. And that is going to leave me with these 2x. Okay, I can do the same thing with my circles. This time I'm going to cross off these 2 because I want to have my 2 x's by themselves. And what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So that makes it look like this. So once these are both removed from each other, I can say that my equation that I have left was 2x is equal to 8. Okay, and again, the last step, if I have 2 x's, I'm going to split them into 2 groups, which means I also split my 8 into 2 groups. So that tells me that x is equal to 4. Now, if you wanted to verify and make sure that you were doing it correctly, you would simply go back to your original thing and you would replace each of your boxes with the answer that you received. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, plus 2, 4, 8, 12, 16, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 26 is equal to 26. So I know that I did it correctly. Okay, so option 1, pictorially. Option 2, if you don't like to draw it out, is to do it and show your work doing the math. So your steps are still the same, however, we have added one thing in. Your step 1 is to put all of your variables on the same side. Okay, so I don't like having variables on 2 sides. It is easiest to get rid of the smaller number, move the smaller number to the other side, so you're not working with negatives, but your answer will still be in the same in the end, no matter which way you choose to move. It just eliminates an extra step. So if I wanted to move these 4 that way, that means I'm going to have to subtract 4x because that's the opposite of plus. So what I do to one side, I'm doing to the other. So 2x plus 2 is equal to 10. Opposite of plus 2 minus 2, what I do to one side, I do to the other. 2x is equal to 8, divide by 2, divide by 2, x is equal to 4, which was the same answer we had previously gotten. Now, if I show you guys what I mean, where you can do it in both directions and you will still get the same answer, instead of moving the 4x this way, I could have subtracted 6x and subtracted 6x. That would have given me 2 is equal to 10 minus 2x. And I would have had to subtract 10, subtract 10. Negative 8 is equal to negative 2x. And then I would have been dividing by negative 2 instead. And two negatives still give me a positive. So no matter which way you choose to go, you still end up with the same answer in the end, as long as you are doing the opposite operations. So use a model or strategy of your choice to solve this equation. So when you get to questions like this, it is up to you. However, you need to show your steps, or you need to show your work, no matter which method that it is that you choose. So if I went through this one, and I'm not going to talk out loud while I do this in case one of you guys want to try and attempt this on your own. So if you want to attempt on your own, just kind of pause the video and then press play when you're ready, and you can see the steps as they go. Or if you chose to go the opposite way,
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you see your text from Susan this morning. She's away again today, and we're not going to be starting the day with a Google Meet or anything like that. However, we will begin with prayer. I did share a file with you that Cynthia made for us. So in about I can